Hey friends, today we're gonna talk about onboarding screens, why you shouldn't do them and what you should do instead. I have a serious question. Onboarding shots seem to be very popular on Dribble and in junior portfolios. But hear me out. If around 2/3 of that shot is an illustration done by somebody else, then what are we liking here? 2 lines of text and a button? Okay. I know what you'll say. Of course it's the composition. It's how you combine the illustration with the typography, with the white space, and how you put everything together into something that just works. It's about how it all flows together, and I'm fine with that. But still, most people like those onboarding shots because of the illustration and for the illustration. So maybe we're misplacing the likes here. Maybe they're just going to the wrong person. Let me know in the comments what you think of it. But what's the deal with onboarding anyway? It doesn't really work. It's not really necessary for most products anymore. And like 90% of people click the skip button every single time. They don't want to scroll through a carousel of some illustrations over and over again. They've done it in so many apps that skip is basically like an instinct for them. And you'll say, yeah, but they might want to know what's in the app, so that's what the onboarding is for. But you know what? They downloaded the app, so they likely already know why they downloaded it. What they want to do right now is to get into the app, not to learn about all of that stuff again. It is not 2008 anymore, where users are lost and confused and there aren't really many apps. We don't need to guide them by the hand every single time on entry. So what I think onboarding really is just a way to show some pretty pictures before the sort of functional but boring app kicks in. Does onboarding have a reason to exist? At Hype 4, we stopped suggesting onboarding to many of our clients and we're starting to see some really good results. The overall engagement in the app itself is a lot higher and it's actually happening faster. Some people get discouraged and after they swipe through that carousel and finally get into the app, they're kind of mentally exhausted and they don't spend as much time using the actual app. Okay, but what if you are a new user and you want a walkthrough through the app? I knew it, you're gonna try to justify the artworks. Well, think again. From our findings, the best way to onboard the user is not through a carousel of images and some text. The best way is to create a short 90-second or 60-second vertical video in which somebody explains what the app does and shows the examples. No funny illustrations, no texts, no buttons, just a video. And of course that video should be optional. So instead of creating a whole carousel, you can just have an option to watch the video or get straight into the app. And it's great to put it in some extras tab of your app, so if somebody wants to go back to the video, they can. But swiping left and right through a series of screens just to showcase some illustrations? Nah, I'll pass. I know they're easy to create, and I know they're really easy to get likes for, but they're not really something that's being used anymore. Also, I would argue that they're not really designed because you're not really solving a problem with those screens, with that particular onboarding flow. What you're doing is you're reusing a pattern that everybody does the exact same way. Image, text, button. You're not designing. This is basically artwork or at best some form of copying. Let's have art in the art gallery and let's have all the apps being primarily functional. And obviously they need to be beautiful too, but there can be beauty in the app itself through layout, through perfect typography, some nice empty states images. You don't need those illustrations to make a product pretty. What do you think? Let me know in the comments, and as always, have a beautiful day.